Hi, I'm Jim Egles with the BMC Virtual Chat team. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new diagnostic components available with Virtual Chat 9.1.01. Going forward in this discussion, I'm just going to refer to this new release as SP1. The diagnostics updates for this release include enhancements to the Virtual Chat Administration Console, as well as a new diagnostics interface to examine and track ES-Chat diagnostics data in real time. We'll start with the Virtual Chat Administration Console enhancements. There are two new features available in the Admin Console. One is Update History, the other is System Information. Update History displays a list of all updates that have occurred to Virtual Chat. Since this is a first release to include this data, we only see the version of the release that was installed. In the future, this table will contain information on all hotfixes, patches, service packs, and version upgrades as well. This will be very valuable from a support point of view going forward. The other new tab is System Information. The entries in this form are created by individual modules in the virtual chat system. Some are created by workflow on the AR system, and some are created by modules such as ES-Chat on startup. The purpose is that each module in the virtual chat system identifies itself. The reason for this feature is to allow support or chat admins to have a view of the virtual chat system and what servers, components, and modules are running on that system. The second part of this enhancement is the diagnostics page. Virtual Chat Diagnostics is an HTML page that can be used to review the status of the ES-Chat servlet in a virtual chat system. This is designed around providing information that will be most useful to someone trying to understand the general health and performance of the system, as well as diagnosing the root cause of a specific issue. We access the diagnostics page via URL, and this URL is basically the same URL that we use to access the self-service portal, except we append /diagnostics.html $k equals, and in this case BMC debug. Now the K stands for key, and the BMC debug is a key that we have listed in the Chat Administration Console. It's under Self-Service Portal, Configuration, and the admin key is listed right here. So whatever this value is under admin key is what has to be followed after K equals. Once you're on the diagnostics page, in the upper left-hand corner we have two main categories, either users or servlets. If we click users, we'll see all the self-service users who are currently logged onto the system. In this case, we only have three, Hans, Joe, and Alan. If we click servlets, we have several options available to us, and we'll take a look at all of these. Let's start with users. Under users, we're going to take a look at Joe. Now when we look at Joe, we're going to want to have auto display checked, which basically means it'll do an auto refresh, and we want to track messages because we're going to track his messages as they go through the system. All right, so Joe's going to say, how do I change my password? And we see the response come by, and we get the diagnostics data over here on the right. And what this is showing us is how each module is processing it and how long it takes, and that's really the critical part. And we see that this actually went through very fast. It was about a half a second or so. These are in milliseconds. So this went through very fast. And this will do this for each time Joe asks a question. So if Joe asks additional questions, we will get additional responses over here. Now this one was longer, and we can see a little bit slower response here. This should be really useful when we're troubleshooting delays in response time, and we can see exactly what's taking all the time for the response. Is it the ES-Chat servlet itself? Is it something that's taking long in the master chat record, or the support bot plugin? Possibly an AML response is the problem, or the CNS, or the participant chat record. So I think this will be a useful tool for support and customer engineering. When an admin selects servlets by clicking on that menu option, the page will load the servlet view. From this view, we have several different options that we can select from our menu. Selecting servlet will show all the servlets that are accessing the AR server for this system. If we select one of these, and in this case there's only one, it'll show us the servlet details. The information here is general information about the server, memory, CNS configuration, and the ES-Chat configuration file, as well as user connection information. The system check option provides many details about the system startup, including initial diagnostic tests and connection status. The diagnostic items are ESChat internal diagnostics around certain events. This can be useful to check the health of the system. The table lists the events that's being tracked, how many times this event has occurred, the last event date and time, and then performance information that includes the minimum, maximum, and average times to perform the event. The AR server connection option includes some basic information about the connection to the AR server and user accounts, as well as connection losses. Next is socket connection options. This is the Java plugin filters that run on the AR server and their connection to the ESChat servlet. Each Java plugin filter will have multiple instances running based on your plugin filter configuration in AR. This option displays each instance showing the server it's running on and the specific instance, unique by port values. It then includes how many requests each instance has processed and displays the last request processed. The configuration option provides a dump of the configuration file as it's loaded into the memory of the ESChat servlet. So this will just be a list of all the configurations that are being used. And these are the same configurations that we configure in the Chat Admin Console. And finally, the All option. The All option basically contains all the information that was in the previous XML pages, but since this is the raw data, it may also contain some additional information that's not included in those pages. It's just not quite as readable. So that's the summary of the new diagnostic components available in Virtual Chat Service Pack 1. For more detailed information on this or any of our modules, please visit our online documentation at docs.bmc.com. Thanks for watching.